What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back for another Game of Thrones Season 8 prediction video. Before we get started, I just want to let everybody that entered the giveaway know that the first prize winner has been picked at random, and I will announce your name at the end of this video, so make sure you stay until the end so you can claim your prize. I am giving away 3 different items, so if you haven't entered the giveaway yet, there is still plenty of time to win something. The link will be down in the description if you are interested in that, but let's discuss Varys and what I think will happen to him by the end of the Game of Thrones television series. I am currently in the process of making my death prediction videos. As most of you know by now, I already released my part 1 video which had about 5 or 6 characters that I predicted would die next season. But as I was making my list for the part 2 video, I started to think about this character some more and how I think he will die. This death has the potential to be a little bit more interesting than some of the others, so I figured I better make this a standalone video, that way I can show you some clips too without making it too long, I hope. So let's start the video off with one of the most recent red flags that indicated Varys will not survive the Game of Thrones.
I would only be a distraction if I stayed.
So where will you go?
Volantis.
Good. If you don't mind my saying, I don't think you should return to Westeros. I'm not sure you'd be safe here.
Oh, I will return, dear Spider. One last time.
My lady.
I have to die in this strange country. Just like you.
As you can see, Melisandre scared the shit out of Varys when she said they were both going to die in this country. Now obviously, everyone has to die someday, but the way Melisandre said that made it feel a little bit more personal, as if she knew exactly how and why Varys would die. Ever since this scene took place in Season 7, many people have wondered when and how Varys would die now that Melisandre pretty much confirmed his death. So the big question is, what is going to lead to Varys' death? How will he die, or what will happen that will cause his early demise? I think that answer basically lies with Melisandre herself, or I should say the Red God, also known as R'hllor. It's no secret that Varys has had this strange connection with the Red God ever since he was a little boy. I'm sure most of you remember the story, when Varys was just a child, a sorcerer cut off his genitals, root and stem, and he tossed them in the fire. And then Varys heard a voice from the flames, a voice that has haunted him for the rest of his life.
He burned my parts in a brazier. The flames turned blue, and I heard a voice answer his call. I still dream of that night. Not of the sorcerer, not of his blade. I dream of the voice from the flames. Was it a god, a demon, a conjurer's trick? I don't know. But the sorcerer called, and a voice answered. And ever since that day, I have hated magic and all those who practice it. But you can see why I was eager to aid in your fight against Stannis and his Red Priestess. A symbolic revenge of sorts.
Whatever Varys heard in the flames terrified him, something that Varys has never forgotten, and in my opinion, whatever it was that Varys heard could not have been anything pleasant. And I think it may have something to do with Varys' fate. I think since the night Varys heard the voice in the flames, he knows his own destiny, and it has kept him terrified for his entire life, and it's one of the main reasons he hates magic and any Red Priestess he has ever came across. Just like Varys said in that video clip with Tyrion, that's why he was so eager to help him during the Battle of Blackwater Bay. He was hoping Stannis and Melisandre would be killed. He hates the Red Priestesses because he knows one day they are going to be playing a part in his downfall. Melisandre or even Kinvara will play a role in his death. I think that was made pretty obvious after Melisandre said he would die in this country, because she knows how he is going to die, because she will most likely play a role in his death when she comes back from Volantis. But we also need that closure with Kinvara. Kinvara gave us another big clue as to how Varys will ultimately die.
Do you remember what you heard that night, when the sorcerer tossed your parts in the fire? You heard a voice call out from the flames, do you remember? Should I tell you what the voice said? Should I tell you the name of the one who spoke? We serve the same queen. If you are her true friend, you have nothing to fear from me.
Kinvara also scared the shit out of Varys, and ever since Varys heard the voice in the flame, he has probably been hoping and praying that it was not true. He doesn't want to believe what he heard, but Kinvara is a reminder of what happened that night. When she asked Varys if he wanted to know what was said in the flames, this terrified him, because his greatest fear is coming true. All of the series of events that have taken place in his life is leading him to his demise. And I think the voice in the flames told Varys how he would die, but he doesn't want to believe it to be true. But Kinvara is the truth that he does not want to face. He did not want her to repeat what was said in the flames because it's not something that he wants to be reminded of. And think about what else Kinvara said to Varys in that scene. She said they both serve the same queen. They both serve Daenerys. And if Varys is her true friend, then you have nothing to fear from me. But something is going to happen in the final season that makes Varys no longer Daenerys' true friend. Varys will betray her, and this will lead to his death, and Melisandre has already seen this in the flames as well. That's how she knows he's going to die. And when Melisandre comes back from Volantis, she might have Kinvara with her, and this is when Varys will be exposed for who he truly is in the end. Varys' betrayal was already set up in Season 7, Episode 2 at the very beginning of the episode when him and Daenerys had their conversation in the war room on Dragonstone.
Swear this to me, Varys. If you ever think I'm failing the people, you won't conspire behind my back. You'll look me in the eye as you have done today, and you'll tell me how I'm failing them.
I swear it, my queen.
And I swear this, if you ever betray me, I'll burn you alive.
I would expect nothing less from the Mother of Dragons.
Kinvara foreshadowed Varys' betrayal in Season 6, and Daenerys foreshadowed his betrayal in Season 7. Littlefinger and Varys played the game like living legends, but by the end of the series, both of them will be dead. Even they couldn't survive this deadly game. Varys will be heading north with Jon and Daenerys to prepare for the White Walkers, but something is going to happen that will cause Varys to turn sides and betray Daenerys. Hell, Bran might even play a role in his death too. Bran could possibly warn Daenerys that she has a traitor in her camp, but deep down I think it would be Melisandre or Kinvara who will ultimately expose Varys. And he will be burned alive, just like Daenerys had promised him if he ever betrayed her. Like I said at the beginning of this video, Varys has had this connection with R'hllor and fire ever since he was a boy. His story more or less began with his genitals being tossed in the fire, and his story will end with him being burned alive. Melisandre always said death by fire is the purest death. What I think will happen is, right before Varys is killed, we will get the big reveal and find out what was said in the flames that night. As Varys' eyes are filling up with tears because he knows his game is over, I think it would be incredible if Melisandre or Kinvara whispered in his ear exactly what he heard in the flames when he was a boy, right before he is burned alive. And we will finally get to hear what has kept Varys terrified for all these years. And for some reason I just have this feeling that Varys has known all along what would eventually happen to him. That's why he was so scared when Kinvara asked him if he wanted to know what was said in the flames. He didn't want to know because he didn't want to believe it would come true. But when she reminded him that the voice in the flames was real, he was scared to death because he knew that it was real. But this is just my opinion and I could be wrong, so please comment down below with your theory or questions or thoughts because I would love to hear what you have to say about this topic. Now let's get on to the giveaway. There is 3 different prizes and there will be 3 different winners, and the name that I am about to announce will get to have the first pick between the 3 prizes that I am giving away. I did try to record the screen as I click the buttons for the website to randomly select a name for the first winner, but it's kinda hard to see, but if you pause the video you might be able to read it. But I will show you the screenshot of the first prize winner of the giveaway, which is Kiara James. Congratulations, you are the first prize winner. All you have to do is contact me and let me know which prize you want. You get to pick whatever option you would like. Do you want the A Song of Ice and Fire collection, the World of Ice and Fire novel, or the Game of Thrones Monopoly game? Kiara James, you're going to have to message me with your address as well, that way I can send you whichever gift you pick. You can email me, or you can send me a private message on YouTube, or you can even message me on Twitter. It's totally up to you. I will let everybody know which prize she picks, that way you know which 2 prizes are left available to win, so good luck to the rest of you. Thanks for stopping by and watching the video, and thanks for participating in the giveaway thus far. And I also have to give a big thanks to my Patreon supporters. I love you all, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.